Hey kids, this is Tony with Home Studio Solutions. I actually just wanted to take a moment today to do my submission for the Reason 10 challenge. When the beta opened up, I immediately hopped on, and about 4 or 5 days ago they announced a challenge with the logging version released, allowing us to record. And so as a home studio musician, it's a hobby for me, so I don't really have intense timelines, and I find myself lingering on music a little bit too long. So this in itself, to be able to put something together quickly and with a tight timeline, is actually really productive for me. So I wanted to kind of share that submission out into the world. Now, that was first reason why I kind of undertook it, was because it would be a big challenge for me to operate outside of what I would normally do. Now with Reason 10, there's a lot of stuff. I've been an analog musician, guitar, bass, just recently ukulele. I really liked that Reason has been taking a lot of advances with 8 and the soft tube amps, 9 and the players that they announced, 9.5 with the VSTs, and then with this one, clanged Pangea Humana release. I was really excited about that. However, I couldn't get any of that to work within this piece of music the way that I wanted it to. So I actually presented another challenge on myself. I've never really looked at synths or even explored them. And for this project, I specifically wanted to introduce some of the synths that were within the software. So as you can see here, I was kind of looking, I really am interested and excited with grain, and I was actually throwing a sample through it that I had, and it just wasn't working the way that I anticipated. So I actually ended up going with Europa, and then I've also had synchronous for quite some time. I wanted to dabble a little bit in that and actually utilize it since it was part of the package. So really, aside from that, and then I even went a little bit above my comfort zone by introducing a second, which Maelstrom we've had forever, but it really worked with the timeline. A couple years ago when I deployed, there was a guy that used to say, hey, don't talk about it, be about it. And I see the Reason 10 challenge as an opportunity for me to stop talking about music production and actually being about music production. And the end result is what I'm about to present to you. It's for my band TaKen, and for submission into the Reason 10 challenge, it's a dark piece. I do apologize, but it's a little bit out of context of the album. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and release Whispers into the Reason 10 challenge.
Who do you think you are? You lowlife piece of trash.
To assume you know where I came from?
Do you really believe that you have what it takes to break this cycle?
Where were you when I pulled myself up on my bootstraps?
That you're not condemned to repeat the mistakes of the past?
Right when things couldn't possibly get any worse?
You'll never amount to anything.
I will rise above this.
So stop. Quit while you're ahead and accept your fate.
And get out of my way.